Your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
That's it. I mean, come on. Do I need to throw the numbers on for you? No. That's what today's been like. 91 Lincoln. Yeah, there we go. We got the booze coming in here. 90 in Champaign. We tied another record today. We hit 92. Oof. All right, when can we catch a break here? It's not happening tonight. We've got clear skies. It is muggy. It's going to stay muggy and warm all night long. Temperatures still in the mid-70s by midnight. All right, changes are here in about 48 hours. We'll talk about when things cool down, how we can see a little bit of rain in the forecast coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
Well, obviously it is a dangerous intersection because there's been numerous accidents there for many, many years.
The most recent killed a retired teacher and a 5-year-old. What's being done at an intersection that's known for being dangerous.
Plus, an Urbana teacher was sent to the hospital after a massive fight last school year. What the district could be adding to put a stop to the violence.
An adoption is a big commitment. Why one city wants you to make that pledge to a storm drain.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
There are dangerous intersections all over Downsville, Illinois.
Now the state is taking action to make one safer, and state senator says it is long overdue. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. 2 people died in a crash between an SUV and a school bus on Friday. That crash happened south of Sullivan at 800 North and Route 32. 56-year-old Lori Samples and 5-year-old Tyson Mendoza were killed. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is with us now. And Jamie, we have heard from hundreds on social media about their concerns about that intersection. So what's being done about it?
Senator Chapin Rolls says the Secretary of Transportation has agreed to do a full traffic analysis at the intersection where 2 people died. This past Friday, a school bus and an SUV collided. A woman was at an intersection when she pulled out in front of a school bus. She and a student on the bus were killed. As part of this analysis, engineers and federal highway officials will look at what can be done to improve safety there. Some people think a 4-way light stop or other warning system would work. Senator Rolls says it's taken longer than he would like for action.
There have been numerous accidents, at least one previous fatality, if not more, and at this location. And, you know, it's just everyone knew it was a time bomb waiting to happen. And we've talked to them and talked to them and talked to them. I said, that's it.
Senator Chapin Rolls says the process for the analysis has already started. He expects engineers will be on site looking at the intersection in a few weeks. Jennifer.
All right, thank you for that update, Jamie. Appreciate it. Now, IDOT reports since 2008, there have been 29 crashes at that intersection. 3 people have died. Happening now, it is a mess near Effingham. Drivers are being rerouted off of I-70 in both directions. State police say a traffic crash going eastbound is forcing drivers to be rerouted onto Route 40 at St. Elmo. They say that crash involves several tractor trailers. Now, another crash in the westbound lanes is rerouting traffic onto US 40 at Effingham. One of you reached out to us about construction on Wright Street being unsafe, so we decided to look into it.
The area of concern is between Green and Armory Avenue. That section is under construction, and it's a little chaotic. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting joins us now. So, Courtney, what do people think needs to change?
Yeah, Paul, well, they think more signs should be added. Some even suggested a crossing guard working there. If you go to that area, you'll notice it, especially between classes. It's a lot of people and vehicles trying to get through a small space. Now, this is a project that started in 2015. The problem is that this phase of it is the first time it's involved such a high traffic area. One student I talked to says the confusion itself can be hazardous.
Because sometimes a lot of people don't know that construction is happening right here. So if they're trying to get from one place to another, they may have to sit right here and kind of like think of, okay, which other way can I go? So that's a big risk too, because you got bikes, you got people who are skateboarding, you still got buses that come this way. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of risk that comes with that.
Another student I talked to says his bus stop isn't functioning right now because of the construction. That means he has to now walk all the way to class, which adds 20 minutes. MTD told me students can sign up for accounts with them and get reroute information sent to their cell phone. I also reached out to Champaign Public Works. They told me they have gotten emails about this concern. They said they have sent an engineer to that location to look into it, and they're doing what they can to make it safe for pedestrians to access. Back to you.
All right, Courtney, thanks.
After weeks of anticipation, the city of Danville will finally announce who they chose to operate the future casino. The council will reveal the name of the company at tonight's meeting. The operator will give a presentation on the plans for construction and design. It's going to be built on 42 acres of land southeast of the intersection of I-74 and Lynch Road. The operator predicts the city will make around $6 million within the first year of full operation and more than $7 million a year within the first 5 years. We will be at the meeting and bring you live to it at 6. The Rental Village Board will talk once again about a $20 million sports complex tonight. Bonds would pay for 75% of it. The rest would be through donations and scholarships. Rental Superintendent says he hopes school teams will be able to use the facilities through a partnership. That meeting is at 6 tonight at the Municipal Building.
New at 5, a man was arrested in Decatur after police say he exposed himself near a school on Friday. 42-year-old Lester McDonald was taken into custody Saturday for public indecency. Police say he told them his name was Michael Jackson when they came to make the arrest. The Urbana School District is considering getting full-time officers at the middle and high schools. This comes after a fight in February at the high school landed a teacher in the hospital. Right now, there's a part-time plainclothes officer that serves as the SRO. The board will discuss tonight whether the full-time SRO would be in full or modified uniform. They'll vote to approve the positions at a later meeting. For more on what the officers would do, you can visit WCIA.com.
Champaign community leaders gave kids and teenagers a lesson in believing in themselves. They held a conference today at the Holiday Inn. It was called Focus on Self, Building Our Youth One Selfie at a Time. Speakers included Champaign Police Chief Anthony Cobb and U of I's Vice Chancellor Sean Garrick. Organizers say it's important to show these teens the community stands behind them.
A program that helps keep the heat on in the winter is accepting applications. We have all the details for how to get help.
Plus, you can adopt all sorts of things. Now that list includes storm drains. Now, that could help stop your street from flooding.